Alrighty, welcome back to Kearsarge Valley Magazine. I am once again coming to you from inside Clarke's Hardware in the New London Shopping Center here in New London. John Dixon, kind enough to join us once again. Last week talked about melting some ice. This week we're going to talk about hopefully melting some wallpaper off of the wall, and something that is probably a little sore subject for me when I was growing up, because my mom's idea of fun was to have me spend some summer vacation time with a paint scraper just like this going at the wallpaper, but you're going to tell us how we can kind of make that a little bit easier, and then towards the end how we can make it even a little bit more fun for people out there who like power tools, which I do. So
right.
So John, let's get started here. We have some wallpaper on the wall. We want to get down. What do we do first?
All right, first thing you want to do is you want to pick up either a tool like this, which is called a paper tiger, and it's meant to score the wallpaper. That is to perforate little holes into the wallpaper. That allows whatever mechanism that you're going to use to get that wallpaper off the wall to penetrate it. You can use a box knife, you can use a sharp knife. Recommend you use a tool like this because it's designed not to damage the wallboard below your wallpaper.
So you can, yeah, like a box cutter may go into the drywall a little bit and score some of the stuff that you don't want to obviously score.
Exactly.
So we have the score, we've scored our wallpaper. Right. Now you have these lovely things called solvents and stuff like that, which will permeate inside of the wallpaper and eat up some of that.
Right. This particular item is a concentrated stripper liquid. That liquid you mix together with some water according to the instructions on the back, sponge that onto your wall, and as you're going, it will start to operate. You'll start to notice the wallpaper starting to come off the wall. You can either then go to the old putty knife, scraper, a narrow blade to get around doorways and windows and those sort of things, or you can go to the professional scraping tool, which will help to peel that wallpaper off the wall for you.
Okay.
All right.
Now, when we're using this, safety precautions in terms of breathing it in, do we need to have a kind of a ventilated area, or is it we can just use it as we would something?
Anytime you're working with a chemical, it's always advisable to have like latex gloves to protect your hands. This stuff is not very harsh on your hands, but still it's a chemical.
Okay.
All right. As far as breathing it in, not a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. Now let's move on to what I am looking forward to in this segment. And if people out there used to watch a TV show called Home Improvement, and Tim Allen had a little show where you say with more power. Well, this is the more power wallpaper removal segment, where we're going to use some heavy power tools in terms of getting that wallpaper down. Why don't you explain to us what that entails?
This little piece of equipment here is called a wallpaper steamer.
Okay.
What you do with this is you will fill some water into this, plug it in, let it have, probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes to thoroughly heat up and build up steam. While it's doing that, you have hooked up your hoses and at least one of the paddles to the end of the hose. These paddles, the big one is used for wide sections of the wall. The narrow one that Alan's holding is used for over doorways, over the top of windows, those areas that are hard to get to, particularly with something this big.
And this isn't, when it's laying there, it looks like it may be a little heavy. These aren't that heavy, so it's not just kind of a guy's job. Anybody can really do this because, like I said, it maybe looked like a big, intimidating power tool equipment, but really pretty light, pretty easy. You put the water in, you let it heat up. Now, this isn't something you have to buy, correct? This is something
we have in our rental shop at the store. It rents for $28 a day.
Oh,
and we do have partial day rental rates available also.
All right.
One thing that you do need to be aware of is that these paddles do drip. They will get hot.
Okay.
You don't want to drop that water on your hands.
Okay.
It is advisable to have a paint tray, metal paint tray, piece of aluminum foil, or something to set these on when you're not using them.
Okay.
Keep that stuff off your rugs and your floors.
Yeah.
All right. And then once again, perforate the wall, go to work with your steamer. While you're waiting for the steamer to heat up, you could be perforating your wall.
Perfect, perfect. Well, it's rentable for $28 a day, but when I was 10 years old, scraping paint off the walls, I'd have maybe paid you $50 a day for something like this back then. Thanks, John, once again. Next week, you're coming back. to talk about something else that we can help out around the house with. Thanks a lot for joining us.
You're welcome. Glad to have done it.
All right.